Welcome to week 5 of Aristotle's Ethics. You have now arrived at just over the halfway point. Although counting the second short paper and the final term paper, most of our work, or a majority of the work, is still ahead of us. But you know what you're doing, you have a sense of what the rhythm of the class is like, and thankfully for us, week 5 is a very typical week. This week we transition from reading Plato to his student Aristotle, and together these two form the pillars of classical Western philosophy. Many people use them as two opposing viewpoints and they try to argue one against the other. Others, myself included, actually see them sharing a lot of similarities and arguing for a similar viewpoint on what philosophy is like and what it means to live the best lives that we can possibly live. But nevertheless, I think you'll enjoy Aristotle in a manner in which you've enjoyed Plato in the past, and additionally for some other reasons that we'll discuss. By the end of this week, you will be able to consider Aristotle's definition for happiness by reading and studying book 1 of what we call Nicomachean Ethics. From now on, I'll just call it the Ethics. And additionally, within that text, not only will Aristotle give his definition for happiness, but he'll also give some quick arguments against Plato's theory of forms, which we began studying last week. So that by the end of our week, you will be able to evaluate basic metaphysics, which includes Plato's forms, but also Aristotle's criticisms of the forms, and you'll also be able to analyze Aristotle's account of happiness. We'll begin with Objective 6 first, because that sort of is the easiest one to tackle. So starting on Monday, you should get into Aristotle's text, which I'll show you the cover initially. You will not read the entire book 1 of the Ethics. Instead, you'll end at index 1101. line 23. As you're doing that, or while you're doing that, you'll study the written lecture on Aristotle on happiness, which I've included and written for you. While you're doing that, you'll also answer the journal reading questions. On Ethics 1, there is only one set of journal reading questions this week, and it covers both discussion boards. And once you've done that, by Wednesday, you'll be prepared to post on the discussion board concerning Aristotle on happiness. You start on Wednesday, and then following our normal routine, post a second on or around Friday, and then the last one on Sunday. Will get you involved with your classmates sufficiently, I think. You'll also study the written lecture on Aristotle and Plato's forms, studying that probably by Thursday or Friday morning maybe, so that you can post on the discussion board Aristotle, Plato, and the forms starting on Friday and then continuing through the weekend. So if you go into the lecture and resources folder, you will see the 3 materials necessary for the week's activities. First, this is how the book looks. At least it's how my book looks, and it's how Amazon makes it look. I imagine yours is similar. We have the lecture for Aristotle and happiness, and then we have the lecture on Aristotle and the forms. One brief note before we go into the assignments section. One note on Aristotle himself. The reading itself, as I describe in the written lecture, is not some of Aristotle's more popular works. They're probably more like lecture notes. And so what you'll find is you'll need to concentrate more on each line and understand what is being argued for quicker than maybe you would have in Plato. In Plato, you have plots and you have dialogues and people are talking back and forth over one another. That's not what Aristotle is. Aristotle's introductory readings is really a compilation of philosophical thoughts given one immediately after the other, forming really, really linear arguments. So you won't have to work as hard to sort of find out what he thinks. And some of you will enjoy that, and others of you will find it boring. Second, then, are the assignments. The journal reading questions are given both here and then within the link. And then on Wednesday, you'll want to begin considering whether or not Aristotle's account of happiness is true. And then by Friday, you'll want to consider, well, I have you do one activity first before you begin to consider who is right, whether Plato or Aristotle. And that activity is to actually give one of Aristotle's arguments against the forms, write it in standard form. And then as soon as you've posted that initially, we'll all sort of consider these arguments and try to figure out who's right. That is it for the week. It's pretty straightforward. Week 6 begins our second reading short writing assignment, and but it will be a similar week to the one that you had last week with week 4. As always, if you have any questions or concerns, please don't hesitate to reach out.